Hi there, I'm Judy. Welcome to Go Within Yoga. Hopefully you've just finished this week's practice, which was all about connecting to others and having gratitude for our loved ones. I just wanted to pop in here and say why I'm doing all my videos in my bedroom at the moment. So at the moment, the room I normally use to shoot my videos, it needs some rearranging and it's not in a space where I can film at all right now. And that may take a little while. So you may be coming with me into my bedroom for quite some time. That's one reason. The other reason is this guy right here. Yeah, that guy right there. For whatever reason, he doesn't like coming into my yoga room. Go figure. I've put his beds in there, nothing. And he gets really anxious when he can't be with me, know where I am, see me. He's not a snuggly dog, but he likes to know where I am. He likes to be my protector. However, didn't used to really love the bedroom that much, but somehow this year he has really fallen in love with this bedroom. And so I know that when I bring him in here, he's going to stay. He's not going to make much noise. He's an old dog. I also wanted to address one other thing. I probably should have done that first. So I had a really nice comment on one of my videos recently from a viewer who thanked me for doing all of these on bed or in bed, whatever, yin yoga practices. Now, I really do enjoy practicing in bed. I do it in the evenings and the mornings on a very regular basis. Some of that's because of him. Some of that is because it's just good. Maybe you think, well, if I'm practicing on my bed, am I really getting the benefits of yin? And the short answer is yes, you absolutely are, maybe even more so. So we can make use of bolsters still if we have them. We can make use of pillows. We can roll up blankets so we can have props in bed and we can make the poses comfortable. But also, what are the principles of yin? So if you're new to yin, maybe you do or do not know these, and maybe you need a little refresher. So one of the first things about yin is that we come into stillness. We try not to move. And that doesn't mean you don't ever move. You may come in, find your edge, and find that you've gone a little too far over the edge, and you may need to back out a little bit, and that's perfectly fine. But in general, we like to be still. It helps us to get into our connective tissue. And that's another principle, sort of. It's what we're trying to do with yin yoga. We're not really stretching. Sometimes I will say that just because that's how people view it. But we are not really stretching muscles. In some poses, obviously, they're going to stretch. This previous video did a lot of arm stretching, and as I mentioned in that video at the beginning, it's a bit more yang than yin, but you're still getting some yin as well. So we're not stretching muscles. We're trying to completely relax them as much as we can, at least in the target areas, so that we can get deeper into our connective tissue. And that can be very beneficial to your body and your mind sometimes too. We hold the poses for longer periods of time than normal hatha yoga. So that is generally 3 to 5 minutes. Because I'm doing online, because most people online seem to want shorter videos, I tend to do 3 to 4, sometimes just 2. It takes about 2 minutes to get into that connective tissue. So a 30-second hold. When you see 30-second holds in a pose in my videos, that is what is called a counterpose. It does allow the area that's just been worked to release. And that's why they're 30 seconds. You will also see 1-minute rebounds. And that is so you can feel the energy moving in your body, because that is really what almost all forms of yoga is about, moving the energy in your body. So we come to stillness. We hold for longer periods of time. And we find our edge, which I briefly mentioned. I have a whole series of Yin Yoga videos. It's in a playlist about finding your edge. And so they're actual practices, but I talk during the practice somewhat about what an edge is, how you might find it. Basically, it's a point where you're feeling roughly 50-60% sensation to start in the target area. Now, your target area might be different from what I offer, and that's fine too. And then we rest into stillness, and maybe we find we can go a little deeper and find a new edge, and that's good too. Don't want to go over the edge. We don't want to overstretch, so to speak. You can, of course, injure yourself like you can in any activity. Okay, so I think that's plenty. I hope that may have answered any confusion or any questions about why is she doing yoga in bed all the time. I'm not sure when we'll get back to my yoga room, hopefully at some point, but for now you're going to be seeing Yin Yoga in bed, and I hope you really enjoy it. I know I do. Thank you so much for joining me today.